Hello, my name is David Malin, and I'm the instructor for Computer Science E1, Understanding Computers and the Internet at Harvard University's Extension School. You're watching one of our videos of the week. For more such videos or information about this course, visit us on the web at computerscience1.org. Enjoy the show.
Hello, I'm Dan Armendariz, a TF for Computer Science E1. You're watching one of our videos of the week. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about gaming. So perhaps you use a computer for work all the time, but you may not realize that there's actually a huge amount of gaming that can be done on your machine. There's many genres in which you can play a game. There's FPS, first-person shooters, RPGs, RTS, MMORPGs, the list goes on and on. So let's just talk a little bit about some of them. First, the first-person shooter. Now, a lot of these can actually be quite violent, but they can also be not violent as well. There are a couple first-person shooters where you shoot plungers at bunnies, for example. Next one is role-playing game. RPGs run the gamut as well. You have games such as Final Fantasy, Diablo, Dungeon Siege, EverQuest, and you even have a subcategory of these called MMORPG, or massively multiplayer online role-playing games. These are becoming wildly popular nowadays. You may have heard of some of the MMORPGs in the news. World of Warcraft or EverQuest have become so popular that they become huge time sinks for people. Other games include RTS or real-time strategies. This includes Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, there's a distinction, StarCraft, Age of Empires, the list goes on. Another category is simulation. Games such as The Sims, which is a social simulation, versus SimCity, in which you try to design a city, versus flight simulators, all the way to racing simulators. There's all sorts of simulations that are out there. Finally, we have casual. Games such as Bejeweled or Tetris or Sudoku, a lot of very common games that have been adapted to be played on the computer. Other games in this category include Brain Age, Mahjong, even various card games such as Solitaire, Hearts, etc. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of the week. Thank you for watching. Massively multiplayer online role-playing game. You may have heard of some You may have heard of some of these games in the news. World of Warcraft and EverQuest become very addicting to some people, and a lot of them will just use that. No. You may have heard of some of these MMORPGs in the news. World of Warcraft or EverQuest have become so popular that many people play them for hours and hours and hours a day. It ruins some people's lives. RTS, real-time strategy.
Oh, sorry, we're talking to them about games. We're talking to you about how to ruin your life.
We're talking to you about how to ruin your life. Okay. Alright, I'll redo that. How can I rephrase that?
You can call it a time sink.
There, that's a good one. Okay. Other games such as Brain Age, Mahjong, cracking e-voting machines, or even various card games. Okay. I can only get so far. Alright, try this one more time. Other games in this category include Brain Age, Mahjong, cracking e-voting machines, and even various card games such as Solitaire, Hearts, etc. Okay.
Okay, get out of my system.